Now this is part 2 of Henry Armstrong and BOJACK, and I just wanted to show you the fight April 12th, 1943. 19,986 screaming fight fans witnessed a passing of the torch. It was like seeing double at the Garden last night, one writer wrote. You could hardly tell them apart. As old Henry Armstrong, a somewhat faded carbon copy of himself, he was a one-time great fighter. As I stated earlier, he was a 3-weight division title holder. Did I mention to you that he held them all at the same time? Featherweight, went straight up to welterweight and back down to lightweight. Couldn't get a deal with Lou Ambers after beating Petey Cerrone in 1937. So he went up to the welterweight division to face Barney Ross. And as you can see here, it went up 10 rounds. The whole distance. It was some fight. And I'm just fading through this scrapbook here just to give you somewhat of a rough draft as to what happened that night. And it was very unusual to see something like this, where you would have two great fighters passing the torch to one another. But you had many of them in the past. Jimmy McLarnin and Benny Leonard. Jimmy McLarnin, Barney Ross. Yeah, Jack Johnson, Jim Jeffries. John O'Sullivan, Gentleman Jim Corbett. Kid Chocolate. And Benny Bass. Tony Canzaneri. And Barney Ross. This was a special moment. Just wanted to show you that fight on the evening, April 2nd, 1943. So as you can see here, the crowd of 19,986 spectators. They paid a total of $104,976. And the decision was booed long and loudly. Because Henry Armstrong was well respected in New York's Madison Square Garden. But that boo was somewhat of a fraternity welcoming, if you will, because BOJACK would receive that torch because he was now honored in New York's Madison Square Garden. 21 main event bouts. They wanted to see him. So I just wanted to give you a perspective on that fight that took place on April 2nd, 1943, between Henry Armstrong and BOJACK. Thanks for hanging in there with me. This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Check out part 1 of this video. That's an amazing story between Henry Armstrong and formerly known as Sidney Walker, BOJACK. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Salute.